Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blanga podcast, the home of deep hats and sports chats. Jed, we're back, and I just want to say, I want to get really personal with everyone. Last week was the greatest week of my life.
And why is that, Xavier?
In living memory. The new Harry Potter trailer came out. Those who know me best, those who know me well, know that probably a bigger part of my life than it should be. And the Cowboys beat the Storm. So, look, I'm actually lost for words. I'm overjoyed. The last couple of days has just been a bit of a blur just because I've been so overcome with happiness.
I have to say, I think things are falling into place.
Yeah. Look,
for us.
in terms of a weekend for Blanga, all three Queensland teams won, Jed.
All three. Dolphins lost, but that's because they were up against the Bronx.
Oh, I was talking about Queensland teams. Sorry, the Dolphins actually don't have a city, so they don't.
Oh, yeah, but the Melbourne Storm, they lost. They're technically a Queensland side.
Correct.
Should we just get straight into the Harry Potter? It's rare we'd start with pop culture.
It's rare we start with the pop culture segment, but I want to get deep
It's a
into it.
transformative moment in the pop culture world, especially if you're Harry Potter fans, and more particular, your movie Harry Potter fans, which I am.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure how it relates to the book fans.
Well, Jed, the thing is, the show that we're about to see is paying homage to the book fans.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, the movies gave you kind of a general overview
Yeah.
of each story, and they were done with absolute perfection. But it was to a point where you've got two almost separate entities, the books and the movies.
Yes, okay.
The TV show will be the ultimate bridge, Jed.
Between the books and the movies, or representing...
I'd say between the books and the movies.
Yes, okay.
Because it's filling in the gaps from the book that the movies didn't do.
And
Putting that on the big screen.
is it one season per movie?
One season per book.
And is part 1 and 2, is that going to be 2 different seasons?
That'll probably be one season because Deathly Hallows is one book.
Yes, okay. So they won't go season 1, part 1, season 2, part 2. Or what would be? It'd be season 6 and 7 or 7 and 8?
It'd just be season 7.
Yeah, okay.
Jed, I want to get right into my Cowboys. A part of the reason, Jed, that I have these on is because I feel like I've just won a grand final.
In what capacity? The fact that you...
When you say winning the unwinnable...
Yeah. No one gave you any chance.
Not even a single chance. I would have been out of, like... People who tip the Cowboys, like, in Australia, I would have been... probably in the top 0.001% of people who actually tip the Cowboys.
Well, it would have felt good.
It sure did. It didn't do much for my tipping because I got a lot wrong. But I did get one thing right, and is that my boys took a big fat W on the weekend.
And I would like to link this to Play of the Week. Because Play of the Week this week is making you sign up for that grilled thing. Where you get your $20 off. When you put on your favourite AFL or NRL team, when they win, you get money off for grilled.
Yeah. And we just took full advantage of that.
We just took full advantage of that. I don't know how you actually won that because it was like 24-12 with maybe half an hour to go,
and then 3 tries in 8 minutes. I think it was.
Yeah, it was out of absolutely nowhere.
Generation.
It was looking ugly for a second there or two.
Sure was.
Especially when Warbrick scored his 4th.
Yep.
I was like, God, this is not looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Jed, it was important to note some of those people who pumped the Cowboys line, such as myself, plus 17.5.
Geez, that's smart betting.
So,
you take that.
Covered that, thankfully.
Yeah.
I sit here on a Monday just so overjoyed with, winning the unthinkable.
Honestly, so surprised it happened because Toddy Payton, if he lost this game, I know it's against the Storm, but especially with Siebes going, Toddy thinks his time would almost be...
Oh, well, I mean... Jed,
almost be up.
It was thought that Toddy would be the first to go. And I think he'd almost be fist in the air.
This has added 10 rounds at least to his coaching career.
Oh, 100%.
Like, we beat the Storm in round 3. Or round 4, was it?
4.
We've lost track of it. So he's got a job for an extra 2 months, I reckon.
Oh, 100%.
Easily.
And
then it's going to start getting loud again.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is beat the Storm once.
I mean, look, a Storm win's saved Madge's career.
It has.
And
it's quietened down the drums significantly.
Who would have thought that a Storm win would have saved Toddy's career? Because we were saying last week that at least we were playing the Storm because Toddy would have some answers as to why we'd lost.
Yeah, because Harry Grant beat us today. Cameron Munster. But no, you beat Cameron Munster.
In good fashion as well.
You know who it makes me happy for? Tommy Dearden.
Oh,
God, I love Tommy.
Yeah,
He's
God.
just so great.
Played out of his skin
Had an absolute
on
blinder.
Saturday night, Jed.
God, that kick and tackle.
But you know what it comes down to is when we play in Townsville, we win because the boys are comfortable.
And I think it's important to note the drainage. They got it fixed, obviously.
They obviously got it very much fixed.
Jay Cliver's getting boot to ball, and the Storm boys, who are used to that cooler weather, the brisk
Yeah, the dry air.
the dry air, they had no answer to the tropical weather up there.
No.
Because it is so tropical.
So tropical. And, thankfully, it wasn't the heat that got them, it was the humidity.
Because that's what gets people with humidity, not the heat.
No.
Especially because you'd think a storm would be quite humid conditions. But what you don't consider is a storm north. That's next level humidity.
Yeah, and it's
that's
not
what
storm.
gets ya.
It's not storms up north, Jed. It's cyclones.
It's cyclone season.
And there's no team called the Cyclones.
No. And if they did,
They probably would have
Cowboys
won.
would have that. They'd have the.
Yeah, they'd have their work cut out for them if they were playing the Cyclones.
But no, the Storms, they couldn't handle that tropical weather.
Well, I mean, you know what it was, Jed, is that the Cowboys didn't have to put any of those metaphorical sandbags up because they knew there wasn't going to be any flooding.
No.
The storm was just passing through.
It was just passing. It was a small storm. It got dark for a second, but
I didn't see any flood warnings,
in half an hour, it had all cleared up. The sky was blue again.
and the birds started chirping.
And we'll play again in 20 minutes. Just get this rope going around a few more times.
I'm overjoyed, Jed. I don't have too much analysis of the game because I was having so much fun and just so happy whenever I saw a try.
The Saturday night fixture is a horrible game to watch.
It is. It's a terrible game.
You never catch any of it.
We never catch much of it. For a man with a bad knee, obviously I was yipping and yahooing after,
As you should. You beat the Storm.
After one of the 3 tries in the 8 minutes. And I've gone up into the air and one of our mates has literally taken the legs out in the air.
Launched himself.
Like tackled in the air with obviously celebrating. And I actually I fell on my hands, I fell like a handstand, like an actual take out in the air.
That's elite.
And yeah, after that we had to go outside, but I watched it from the window outside.
Oh,
yeah,
that would have been nervous moments because Storm were threatening towards the end.
they were. So that was great. Why don't you get into the Broncos Battle of Brisbane? We were there.
Well, Battle of Brisbane, we were there. It was great to see Tovia again, our buddy at the Caxton.
Yes,
who are famously really tight with the security guard there.
Yeah, obviously we're tight with the security guard,
which is great. Caxton was absolutely pumping. Went up to Bronx Nation. Katoni just iced the game with another "This is our house."
Yep.
God, he's really claiming that celebration. It points towards the fact that to claim a celebration, you got to do it a lot. And that's why I need to come up with my own celebration that I need to start claiming. I always knew we were going to run away with it. Paddy Carrigan, an absolute beast. But the boys obviously celebrated a little too hard. And in particular, Josiah Karapani celebrated a little too hard.
Yeah.
And now it's going to get dropped from the side.
Is that a confirmed?
It's going to be, it's not fully confirmed, like Madison Centre thing, but it's...
Our inside sources are saying movement's coming.
Really good sources are saying there's going to be punishments for Karapani's behaviour and getting kicked out at 3:30 in the Valley, which, doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No.
It just means you had a big night.
Yeah, a big night. A big healthy rip, Jed. And if you're being paid the big bucks to play play rugby league at the highest level...
Yeah, probably best to stay away from the creatures of the Valley. Because it wouldn't have been Josiah's fault. Probably would have been the security guard's fault. Misread the situation. Kicked him out for no reason. But you feel for Josiah. But obviously he had a great night. And I'm happy the boys celebrated. That's my takeaway.
Yeah. Oh, well, Jed, look, it's all you can really ask for.
To me, it screams great locker room. If the boys are celebrating hard, Josiah's having such a good time, he doesn't want to go home till 3:30.
Yeah.
It screams good value.
Screams good value, and it screams winning in the right way.
It does.
Because if the boys went home and, maybe got a bit of Ben and Jerry's on the way home and got tucked into bed, that's what happens when you lose to, the Knights or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You treat yourself after a pretty etched loss.
Yeah.
But no, you've just won Battle of Brisbane.
And the Corp was pumping. Chelsea Daggers was going off.
It was. We were up in the nosebleeds, up in the back row.
We touched the back wall.
We did. And you know what I liked up there, Jed, is that you could see shape.
Oh, I can see so many shapes up there.
You could see so much shape. So we were directly above the goalposts, and we were licking up shape.
You couldn't even see the big screen because the pylon was in the way.
Yes, we had no idea what the score was.
No, it was really hard. And every time there's a replay, it's like, I know what's happening here.
Yeah. It's almost like being behind the bowler's hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because And you can tell who's playing that rugby league. Like, Ren Digger, it was very Alfie-like. Few little dinks, few little kicks.
Yeah, he got himself a little meaty at the end as well.
And you can see that from up top. You can't see it side on, though.
No, obviously then we moved onto the Cax and got into our car park work.
Oh, the car park was pumping. I was so happy to see Todia and the fellas just running such a tight ship there.
Yeah, they were. It was, yes, it's such a well-organised venue. And, we were just having a few cans from the can bar.
The can bar, and there was those weird tubes they rock where they basically have beer guns.
Yes.
Well, that's one of my bucket lists, be shot by the beer gun straight into the mouth.
Yeah. Be wet up by the beer gun. Yeah.
Real classly, that's going to sound like.
Yeah, a drive-by by the beer gun.
Yeah. I actually love that beer gun. And the people there, they work at the room well.
They do, yeah.
And obviously, it's great because you can just sit out on the car park. It was one of the great nights Brisbane put on. It was also great to see the Bulldogs lose to the Knights.
Yeah, rub it in their smug faces. Hate the Bulldogs.
I think they're probably the team I hate the most right now, the Bulldogs.
I think so too, Jed. Like, I actually kind of have nothing but love for Penrith at the moment.
It's nothing, I wouldn't say love, it's nothing but respect.
But bottom line is, we hate the Bulldogs.
We hate the Bulldogs. We hate Galvin. Galvin got absolutely cleaned up by Jacob Safidi, and I smiled when it happened.
Yeah,
I had a little chuckle.
A man who absolutely upended their momentum last year, and really they haven't been able to get it back.
Not at all. And he's not a 7. You can say that again.
No.
And also Burden and Crichton were having a bit of fighting because they're swapping positions in the attacking 20, the centre and the 6 were swapping roles, and you just love to see the team not getting along well.
All their little cool handshakes, and you think, oh wow, these blokes are so well molded, so ingrained with each other, so close. But obviously, cracks are forming.
And what a great leader Stephen Crichton is. Well, your handshake doesn't define what happens when times get tough.
Yeah, and
someone write that down in the quote.
I dropped a comment on the KO Sport Instagram post of the Crichton Burton, and I said, mate, if you want to come up to the cows
up north.
You want to come up north to humidity, mate.
Yeah, where the tropical weather is.
Where the tropical weather. We're not going to treat you like that,
No, they would never.
If you want to speak your heart and you want to play in your position and you want to stay there for the full duration, the full 80 minutes, because that's where you trained on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Because that's what the cows only do. The cows only train Tuesday, Thursday.
Well, it's ridiculous because how much fluids they lose in those humid conditions up north.
Correct. And you'd think, with the humid weather, all that moisture in the air, you'd actually be okay in terms of you sweat more. What I'm kind of getting to there is, Birdo, if you want to come up north, mate, we're happy to have you. I don't know where you'll play because we have such a great team that can beat the Storm. We'll find a place for you.
You find a home and you feel safe. I think it's important that Burden feels loved.
Yeah. Because
there's a lot of tough love. And if the tough love becomes too tough, there's no love there anymore.
No. And
I think that's happening at the Bulldogs a little. And I think these handshakes, that's where you get the love from. But I think Stephen Crichton's starting to forget the handshakes. And I think he's just reusing the same combinations with everyone in the team. Like, I'm seeing that it's just double tap the front, double tap the back, and then it's something else. Show some originality. Siebes getting sacked, saw that coming, but what I'm happy about is Foran, who retired from rugby league last year, has had 3 rounds of in-season assistant coaching.
And he's the head coach.
And now is the interim coach.
The thing is, though, Jed, I think we've said it before, when you're playing rugby league at the highest level, you're not really a coach, you're a manager of men.
Yes, that's a great... Because Wayne's
a man.
Does less coaching than he's ever done. Yeah. Same with Match.
That's why he's been going as long as he has.
Yeah.
Because, he's barely even coaching anymore.
It's not like, we got poor numbers at training tonight, I'll hold the pad. Because Wayne can't do that anymore.
No.
He can't hold that pad.
No, it's how the boys train themselves. The way a rugby league player performs at training is how he plays on the weekend.
So are you saying you practice how you play?
That's in fact exactly what I'm saying. So, Kieran Foran, I think he's the man for the job.
Great head of hair. Strong voice.
Yeah.
Like one of the great rugby league voices.
Yeah. Probably hitting the esophagus a few times.
Yeah, and he's just like, when I see a challenge, I just walk towards it. And that's what I'm doing with this right now. He got called. He's like, I was never ready for this. Of course you weren't ready. You've had 3 rounds of in-season coaching.
Yeah, and now you're the... Oh, well, he won't do it for the season, surely.
No, he's interim. Oh, unless they get a full-on coach, maybe, but...
Who is there? There's no coaches going around, is there?
Not really.
Like who?
I mean, Siebes is going around.
Yeah, Siebes.
Benny Teo.
Yeah, Benny Teo. I think he's looking for a full-time gig.
Yeah, Ben Teo, but he's going to go to Wayne at Souths.
Oh, has he already been recruited?
Oh, there's just rumours going around. He's going to go to Souths and Wayne's just stole another one of our boys.
Yeah.
So, dog. Wayne's really pissing me off these days. I'm not a fan of Wayne.
Why is that?
Because he stole Payne Haas, and he just keeps on tearing apart outside.
Well, he's the granddad of rugby league, Jed. He's lovable. He's come sit on my knee kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he used to look after the troubled youth he used to be a police officer and do stuff there. So he really connects, not to troubled youth, but to youth.
Yeah,
and it's really ruining the Broncos.
Yeah, it's killing the Broncos. Obviously, Jed and I have made it pretty clear that since rugby's ran red, it's been a great time in Brisbane and in Queensland. But obviously, as soon as we get out of Queensland and we don't play at the Corp, rugby seems to run pretty brown.
We beat the Drua.
That was pretty cool.
In Fiji.
Yeah.
But yeah, towed up by the Canes. But the Canes are meant to be the best team in the comp.
Yeah. So look, I think it was potentially a grand final.
Yeah, we could play the
grand final matchup because no one else really seems to be contesting very much.
No. Reds are right in there. I'm liking the look of the Reds this year. Carter Gordon wasn't playing though, so minor lower leg injury or something like that.
Right,
so he wasn't playing.
Seems like something he can get over.
But in terms of rugby in Queensland, club rugby's back, and it's just great.
The Hospital Cup. Shout out to Nick Dunstan who played a full half, set up a try, and kicked a conversion for the Prems on the weekend.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Wow, good on you, Dunny.
Like had an absolute cracker.
Did he watch him, or how do you know?
Oh, he made me watch the stand replay.
Okay, Piastri in the F1 finally started a race, and P2,
bang,
pretty good. But he only didn't have a shot at winning it because he got dogged by the safety car.
So run me through that.
So like when a car crashes, they have a safety car, so you have to regulate your speed.
Okay.
And then if you take a pit stop during the safety car, you save a lot of time. So he pit stopped before the safety car, and the guy who won pit stopped during the safety car.
Oh, so it was literally it was luck.
It was luck, but he wouldn't have necessarily won because the guy who did, Kimi Antonelli, had the victory. He was so much faster than everyone else. So if he could get his overtakes done, is
this Mercedes? Mercedes is cheating apparently.
Oh, they're not cheating. They're just interpreting the rules. And people think it's unfair the way they've interpreted it, but it's not like cheating,
right?
And they changed the regulations to make it more descript, so then Mercedes can't do some of the stuff they were doing.
Okay, I see.
Because they had all regulation changes.
So the thing about F1, as I think, which is a really really cool part of it, and for a man who's not super into F1, I think it's really cool that it doesn't matter how good a driver you are, the fastest car wins.
Yeah, I know it's cooked.
So if you don't have the fastest car, you don't even have a chance.
No. And the only opponent you have really is your teammate.
Yeah.
It's the only person you actually got to be better than
is your
teammate, and then you're fine. It's a brutal sport. Talking about driving, Tiger's not very good at it. Tiger Woods.
No. Tiger Woods has been involved in, I think, his fourth road incident in his career.
It's just crazy because he could easily afford a driver full time, and he's obviously has troubles with it.
Yeah, it may be a power imbalance thing, Jetty. He's probably a proud guy, and he doesn't want to be driven around. He wants to be the one doing the driving. Do you reckon he'd have his golf cart license taken off him?
You'd think questions have to be asked.
Because how's he going to get around the golf course? Because he can't walk, famously from his other golf crash.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. Is he going to be able to even drive? Are they going to let him drive the golf cart?
Well, he won't at the Masters because I doubt he's even playing in it.
Yeah, well, you got to have a valid driver's license to even get on a golf cart.
And he hasn't at all.
No.
And he can't walk the course.
No, he can't walk the course. So not only is Tiger not going to be able to drive a real car, but he's going to have to be a passenger princess in a golf cart.
What I find funny is how many times does the most disciplined and the greatest golfer of all time have to seriously stuff up driving before he learns his lesson?
Yeah, because he's flipped that many Range Rovers that
many career ruining, but
it just keeps
personality defining moments,
all behind the wheel. How does it keep happening?
It's the first time it was he just had too much of a big night. Then it happens again and again.
Again and again. And I don't think alcohol was the problem because he got breath tested and then he refused to give a urine sample. So,
okay.
But for 2:00 in the afternoon on a Thursday, Tiger, what are you doing, bro?
Do you reckon it was 2:00 in the morning still for him? Do you reckon he kept on kicking through?
Yeah, it could have been. Well, it was. I know it was 2 in the afternoon.
That is insane.
When he flipped it.
You'd think he'd learn his lesson.
Did you see the photo of him after it happened?
Only in the car.
Oh,
I haven't seen the photo of him.
Devastating.
What an idiot, though.
Oh,
because the man is like, I just hit so many golf balls and
man, who's so locked
and so disciplined.
Yeah, just can't be disciplined enough. I mean, in the Blanga studios, we have a putting green here, but maybe we have to roll this thing up, Jed.
It's not. It doesn't scream ability to drive.
It's humiliating
because he is a great driver of the ball.
Yeah,
but not a great driver of the car.
No, he's probably put that many golf carts into ponds, Jed.
Kylie Minogue to headline the AFL Grand Final.
Jeez, lucky. Those guys are so lucky. What a good get after Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I wonder if the Bronx are going to, the NRL is going to get this year.
Who's the other Minogue? Danny.
I wouldn't mind Danny Minogue.
I think if the AFL is getting Kylie, I think we get Danny.
I think that's a great call. Danny Minogue, halftime, AFL, NRL Grand Final.
I think, Jed, it'd be the great bridges of our sports. I think AFL and NRL come together with the Minogue sisters.
That would be beautiful. What does Danny Minogue even sing? We even get Brendan Minogue on.
Yeah, is there a brother?
Yeah, Brendan. There's 3 origins. There's 3 Minogue siblings. If we could let's get Danny for Origin 1, get Brendan for Origin 2, and we bring it home with Kylie for the decider.
I don't know if Brendan sings though.
Yeah, but he could do like an intense rendition of a nice poem for halftime, like Home Among the Gum Trees with some nice intense music over the background.
Yeah.
And what you got to imagine that's only Origin 2, so people will be like already pretty locked in on the game. You don't have to worry too much about the halftime entertainment. All
right, guys. Well, thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you next week. Enjoy the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
See you later.
Catch up.